13th is to review for the exam. That would be May 13th. May 13th. They're doing it on a Monday. No, we're talking about your exam.
Oh, I thought you said we have a test Monday.
Your exam's gonna be Monday the 23rd. So Monday the 13th. Our goal is to review function families today. We'll review other things on other days. So I have a packet for you. The packet's worth 50 points. We're gonna try to get through the whole packet, and then we're gonna take a practice exam. We'll go through the practice exam, we'll go through a few other things, and then we'll do a second practice exam, and then you take your exam. So the goal is just review and practice. So there's no more quizzes or tests. But the packets that I'm giving in the online stuff, it's going to be a lot of points like quizzes and tests. Okay? All right. So your goal now it's a matching problem. Each one of these uppercase letters is a part of a function family, and you're trying to match it to the right graph. So when I look through, dang, this one already says what it is. This equation is the easiest one for me to identify. Which letter graph goes with this green equation? A. That's a straight line, and the rise over run is up 3 over 4. There's no number here, so it's at 0. So starting at 0, up 3 over 4, straight line graph. Letter C goes with little letter A. And you don't have to draw it or anything, it's up to you. You can just go big letter C matches with little letter A. Okay? The next one I think might be the second easiest to identify is this one I'm highlighting in blue. Which one of these looks like it might be that blue equation? D. What made you pick D, Holland? That's what last class said too. So that must be really something y'all can really figure out. Look at that negative sign, and look how these arrows are pointing down. Okay, it's negative x squared, and this is pointing down negative. So he's right. Capital B matches with graph D. I thought the giveaway was that it's a parabola. It's a U shape, and this is x squared. X squared makes parabolas, right? Okay. Let's go with pink next. Hopefully it doesn't make the writing disappear. All right, we have 2 left to pick. Which one might be absolute value of x plus 2? Jules, why'd you guess B? Think about it. Why? Your brain told you the right answer, but what? Because it starts at 2. This means absolute value of 2, and this one is of 2. So that's good problem solving. So this capital A goes with little b. That's good. Absolute value bars make sharp V-shaped graphs. Okay? We only spent a week on it, and it was in September. The absolute value makes V-shaped. So these are function families, and our goal today is just to figure out function families again. Last one, letter D. And that goes with this last graph. That's called an exponential function because x is up high. It's like the credit card graph that we did. Sean, what's another giveaway? What could I match here to help me figure it out? D goes with little c. Okay. Yeah. One clue I had is that this says +3, and this one's kind of shifted up 3. I don't know if you can see this yellow dash line, but this is moved up 3. Not going through 3 though, so that's a little confusing. All right, that's it. So now I have this packet for you. You're going to take notes on the front page only today. I'm going to give you notes, one function family at a time. My concern is, I'm like, hey, you know what I'll do? I'll just give them a lot of points for participation, you know? I've been giving them hard tests all quarter. The averages are kind of low, you know? What I'll do is I'll make their exam reviews worth a lot, and then they'll really participate, right? You know what the risk is for everybody who loses stuff, okay? That's not going to help people who lose things, because I'm not going to grade this for like a week. Okay, so don't lose this. It's 50 points. Don't lose your packet.
Oh, yeah. He said maybe. Stop singing.
If it was portrait, it would be stapled here. It's landscape, it's still stapled there. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's
Gotta be down here.
Let's get started. The first function family is a linear function. So you guys get real artistic when you write the word linear, make it look like it's made of straight lines. If something he does makes the people in the room feel disrespected, you shouldn't do it.
You don't feel disrespected.
I didn't ask you to take a survey.
Yeah.
You kept talking about it. Are you leaving? No one's gonna be like, personally, Daniel, you hurt my feelings, but the adult in the room will call you out. You just want to be called out, honestly. Should have ignored you, but then someone's room like. All right, linear. So I messed up twice. First thing I messed up is where it's stapled. The second thing is how it's numbered. Change this to 1, 2, 3. Who starts counting at 4? Nobody. You want to know that? I really researched. Alright, guys, do you have your exam thing that Mrs. Wittenberg gave you? Because we're going to relate our studying to this so that it's ingrained in your memory.
Found it. No, wait, that's mine. That's the lady that was in the game. The lady that gave us a speech about math.
Miss, can I get papers?
It wasn't a math. No, it wasn't. Oh, yeah, the reference sheet. On the reference sheet. It literally doesn't say. It talks about stuff. Yeah, it says reference sheet. The reference.
So were you there?
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, but we're not allowed.
Yeah, it is.
No, they give us.
They give these to
I
us on
can't
the
look at
test.
this
Where we
because
take
Yeah,
this.
so I should know what it says. This is you. Nobody reads it. Nobody knows what it says.
Miss.
So who else said they don't have it? I have two more. You said that I don't have it. And you're clear you weren't here that day?
No, I was here.
Wow.
I was here.
Real? Yes, you were. That was blurry. Do you know what it means by adaptive?
Like, you get it right. You get a hard time.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Consider right.
You heard me? You can't, don't skip through the questions without trying your best. Your score's active every single question.
No.
The most important thing is that it's adaptive. You have to do your best on every question. If you get a question that looks really, really challenging, you should feel good about it. That's a good sign. Okay? And if you don't, just do your best, do your best, do your best. Alright, so I just took all that time to hand that out. What forms of linear equations are on your paper? Slope intercept. Stop whatever you're doing. Stop whatever you're doing. Slope intercept. Alright, I want to go ahead and label. This is the slope. The M is the slope. It's rise over run. And the B is where you begin your line. B for begin. And you always begin it on the y-axis. So you got your rise over run and your y-intercept. I am grading this for participation. So. Yeah. There's going to be a video you can get, or you can just take a picture of somebody and capture
What does that say, Beckon?
I hope it says begin. Begin's not really.
Oh, begin.
Turn that in. Finish it up. Yeah. Do you have that memorized? So you have to have it memorized. If you're not writing it, you better have it memorized. All right, the second one on the paper is ax plus by equals c. That's standard form. And so on that one, you plug in zeros. So graph. Oh man, I made this person come back. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Where are you going to? You're in right now? Plug in zero. Yeah.
What person?
And last, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. That one's called point slope. And that one's often used for parallel and perpendicular.
I need you to stay here.
So if you're asked about a parallel and perpendicular, so I'm giving you an assignment, a 7-question assignment, right after I tell you this information. And on the assignment, you're supposed to use only information on this front page because they're all linear questions. Okay. So the forms that you need will be written there. So for I think the second question, maybe the third, says parallel lines. What do you do to write a parallel line? You're going to have to use this point slope form. Description of lines. Description of the graph is it's a straight line. That's why it's called linear. Did you guys know that line is in the word linear?
Yeah.
Straight line. Straight line. All right, so in these little bubbles, let's take some notes about slopes and straight lines. The first one I'm going to do is we typically describe the slope as positive or negative. So this is an example of a positive slope.
That's how you want it to write.
It goes from low to high. And then here's an example of a negative slope. And then if the line is straight, perfectly straight up and down, we call that undefined. And if it's totally flat, horizontal, that's zero slope or no slope. Positive? It's supposed to say positive. It's pretty squished in there.
What's the third one say?
Undefined, straight up and down. And then the last one is zero slope or no slope. And then I'm going to do one more bubble, and then I'm going to have you guys go ahead and open the big ideas assignment so we can get into some practice. So the idea is to review the function family, do some practice problems. Review the function family, do some practice problems.
What bubble are we on now?
Now I'm going to do this guy. This is where we describe a graph when it's positive, negative, increasing, decreasing. This says identify. Yeah, let's take a look. We got to answer it, right? Okay. Do you think it's increasing or where do you think it's decreasing? Increasing the whole way. Because you read it left to right. And you guys did really good on the midterm on that. So you just need to review it. Do good again on the final, this is all increasing the whole way. It doesn't ever decrease. It would have to be like non-linear to like turn and go the other way. It increases the whole time. And now think about when is it positive and when is it negative.
Actually, no. Yeah.
No.
How is it negative?
So positive means above the x-axis. Maybe I'll just write that. This means when is it above x-axis versus when is it below x-axis. So I'm going to highlight, this is above the x-axis here. There's a little bit of the line that's in the negative area. Up here it's considered positive, down here it's considered negative. You'll need to identify like at what point it switches. When does it switch from positive to negative?
At -1.
Oh, I wrote +4 last class. Dang it. Yeah, it switches at -4. Switches from negative to positive. At -4. So that's not a really good enough answer. I'm going to have to do even more. I'm going to say positive when x is greater than -4. That's how I write it. It's positive when x is higher than -4. So the opposite is true. Down in the blue, it's negative. So I'm going to say negative when x is less than -4. Right at that switch point. And when you're done writing that, open your Chromebook and get the big ideas math so we can get some questions done. I want you guys to try going on paper. We have like 20 minutes. Let's try paper. Who's ever been on paper before? On the paper app. We're gonna do this. There is a tutor in SDMC always available to you. They know your whole schedule and they're available to answer your questions. So I'm gonna put a question on the screen and you guys are gonna go to paper and you're gonna ask the tutor to help you with a question so you will have experienced it once. I'll show you what paper means, what it looks like. I mean, here it is. So there's 2 live tutors available to you. There's a live tutor in Big Ideas Math. Who's ever tried the live tutor in Big Ideas Math? How did it go? Was it helpful? As they say. Yeah, you can go. Everyone sat on about 2 turns. Go to paper, Jules. Stop doing that. It's a dark green pea. Arthur, are you done? You want to see what paper looks like? So this tutoring app can help you with any of your subjects: English, math, social studies. Anybody in that really hard class, AP Human, it'll help you with that.
Yeah, you heard that? You heard that?
How come it says I have 1,750?
On paper? I'll have to check that out. Denaria, don't you want to see the online tutor? It works so well at home. Let's check it out. I want you to access this. You could access it for any one of your classes. It knows your schedule. Where's the student? Oh. Sorry. Okay, have you been on paper before? This is what it looks like. It knows your schedule. Click on it. It'll have your schedule loaded in there. So I tried to do it and display, but I'm in there as a teacher. But I've done it before. I logged in as a student. I asked a really difficult question and just worked through it. And I just want to see what it's like for you guys, you know? So I'm going to put up our first big ideas question. And then you guys can ask the tutor for help. You're going to have to tell the tutor the question. Your options are, if you're at home and your device has a camera, you can take a picture of the problem and send the picture, and they get the picture of the problem. Our assignment that we're doing is chapter 4 review, so you guys know. Lucas, you're logged in?
Paper? Found it.
All right, so you're gonna go to how do you find the tutor? You say ask for help.
I have to do this?
I don't know.
I
know you're ready. Everyone's gonna try chatting with the tutor, see what it's like. Go chat with the tutor. Get started.
Rate your confidence in learning in the following subject. I'm like,
Yeah, text. You're gonna text with the tutor.
I'm like, no.
Any other day this week.
All of y'all got biology. Chemistry. I don't have that.
You didn't have to click math first, or you did? Okay. You should be in there.
I'm here.
You went with chat with the tutor. I agree.
I just picked it up.
Say I need help writing the equation.
Right at the top, right?
You can chat with the tutor. First go to math.
How would you like to chat? Oh, you already talked to it.
Just put your
On chat with the tutor. Go text.
Grades, math, Amy Baldwin.
Yeah. Now, yeah. Go to create math, and then at home you can voice. You
Oh my
can
gosh,
talk. You can talk with the tutor. Right now you're texting with the tutor.
Oh, yo, would you just
Oh,
say
what?
crazy? I can do voice.
Not right now. You know what to do. Ask them a question about this equation. Say,
It's gotta be about the equation.
yes. I need to write an equation in slope-intercept form through these 2 points. Yeah.
I know what y'all talking to Gary. Lucky. Hello, Brooklyn. Hope you're doing well.
You're doing voice or text?
Do text. At home, you guys do voice.
Okay.
What are you doing? Listen to this.
Bro, I got some like random ideas.
I want you to see what paper's like. You can paper study minus practice.
Is there any question that I can help you with? Yeah.
Alright, some people are in conversations, they can't think with you laughing. They need to figure out honestly how to do it. So
How they text you?
it's a real life too.
Writing equation.
This question right here.
So we have to write all that?
No, you figure out what you want to write. You're talking to a human. Ask for help. Okay? You're talking to a human, ask for help.
What'd you say, partner? Speak up.
No, from home. From home, you can send pictures of your equation.
Oh my gosh, you left me open.